if they get spotted out like this, all they're going to do is pressure this bottom tower out, and then it's hard for them to kind of make a move in. But if they can kill Sumail here, this would be significant. But he has his Yule Scepter and a Hand of Midas already. They have to be so careful about this, but they should have enough to kill him.
Yeah, Sumail's going to be forced into a self-Yule Scepter. Never mind, still gets caught by the ultimate. Now pops and dodges most of the damage. Sphere comes in with great Sonic Wave in order to finish off the Disruptor nice and fast. Sumail dropping lower and lower. The managed to get a really good Shallow Grave. He actually survives through all of that. The last bit of damage is there from the Tombstone, unfortunately. Now the Dragonite plus the Undying, both going to pop their ultimates here to try and fight some more. AUI get a little bit of damage onto guard. The burst damage is almost there. Fear still goes down towards the tail end of that one, but AUI walks away with a double kill. Shiki trying to catch up to PPD, has the Dragon Tail up, but can't really chase him into the Techies lane.
You know, force you to play around them. This time CDEC is saying you're going to play around us. We're going to make the moves. We're going to force you to play. Alright, Dota just bugged out and the Undying died. Somebody's got to get on that and fix it. Yeah, I can't even. Whatever. The game bugged. The Undying died. You move on from that. That's life. That's the thing. That's how you have to treat it. You can't get tilted by stuff like that. You just be like, that's, you know, what can you do?
Aggressive pop by 2 lines. There's the blink in. They eliminate the gyrocopter. The physical damage and pure damage combined together, but Shiki is still in good fighting shape. He already popped the BKB, gets healed up. They will catch PPD. It's a 2-for-1, make it a 3. They're going to be able to catch Fear as well with the Disruptor ultimate, making sure he doesn't go anywhere. That actually turns out very alright, especially if they can get more, but Sumail's already popped his BKB. Let's loose the ultimate. Universe jumps forward with the Burrow Strike. They've taken out the Undying. A big kill to get. Same goes with XC, and Shiki realizes without his support, he has to start backing himself away. The Universe is still around. He has a Burrow Strike up in a second. Can he get it off in time? No! Right click is there from Shiki. He commits all in order to get that kill.
Overcommitting because
the Epicenter's coming in. Universe is going to be able to just a one-man Burrow Strike. Already the man goes off in order to save XC. Double Snowball comes out. He actually locks the Universe in. Good Shallow Grave is actually going to be able to buy more time for Universe, who has a Burrow Strike up in a second. There goes XC with Fear coming in from behind. He's got BKB plus double damage, but Sumail is already dead. Fear makes the blink away from the Tombstone now.
If they only see 2 heroes here, I think they actually want to get into this fight.
I mean, they know the other 3 are 100% dead. AUI does have the blink, Suicide ready to go.
I don't actually know if they can catch somebody, but here we go.
There it is. Suicide comes in. That combination, man. That's what I was talking about. I'm sorry, Blitz.
Man, you're a
push
genius.
Techies is crazy.
Yeah, I think they have a pretty good inclination that EG's all the way up here at this top lane. They have so many wards in the jungle and this outer area that they must spot them, yeah. Once they see that they're in this area, they
got Sumail. XC, there goes the BKB, already Minds goes off, bye-bye Tusk. The ultimate gets laid out. Shiki actually drops a little bit low, but they're just going to kite around Sumail. Universe is coming in from the side, pops a Shiva's. BKB is run out from the Dragon Knight. Now it's going to be susceptible to all that burst damage. There goes the Sonic Wave, able to finish him off. Sumail does die in the end, but CDEC have lost 3, and Aggressive now fighting for his life. Does manage to get Universe. The rest of Evil Geniuses, are they going to pursue for more? Looks like they get Q'd quite easily. Aggressive, yeah, they recover the gem actually. AUI quickly snags that one. That's a huge win for them. Just the team fight, the trade-off alone, well worth it for EG, but of course taking the gem away from the enemy team is all the more valuable when you're playing Techies.
Meanwhile, everybody from CDEC just built for the late game. Like, Shiki doesn't have, aside from the Blink Dagger, he's got an AC, a BKB, an SNY. Your Gyrocopter just does a ton of damage. He has probably the best 2 items that you want on a Gyrocopter late game. MKB,
AUI.
Butterfly.
He's not going to lay out the minefield sign. I'm a little bit
just going for the trade here,
especially since they're giving so much time to both top and bottom. Fear and Sumail are going for those pushes. Shiki does come back. They also have to deal with the bottom lane.
Go for the bottom lane.
Fear gets glimpsed back. He pops the BKB. He'll be forcing that one. Sumail managed to get off a really great ultimate, which will be able to finish off the Tusk at the very least. Now the Disruptor drops his ultimate. Q's going to be right-click down nonetheless. Fear still in a great position. Now here comes Universe as well. They're just going to be able to control the DK. They just want to fight right outside of CDEC's base. This is a huge win. And they're going to be able to go uphill, attempting to force buybacks, but there are none. Some heals, and Shiki's still tanking up to survive through all this, but he's forced to pop his BKB. At the same time, the Snowball went out, and they're kind of in an awkward position. Disruptor managed to catch Sumail, though, with the ultimate. Shiki also stunning him up. Sumail will go down. The Universe comes in. Here comes that Epicenter with the already stun up on Aggressive. Now Sumail pops the Satanic. He's actually staying alive here. The control's going to be on Aggressive as well. He really wants to get Sumail, and he will in the end, but the Scythe of Vice and the right click should be able to finish him off. Burrow Strike, double stun will get Q as well. Another buyback out. Dragon Dragonite. Shiki, he's got his Elder Dragon form alongside Aggressive. They're going to try and win this fight. If they don't get it, though, this is going to be the end of the game. Gardner is dropping lower and lower, will end up falling. Sumail now on the retreat. Shiki and Aggressive slowing him down, keeping up, but oh, what a big stasis trap, controlling 2 of the cores, and now with the mines, both of them dropping low. Universe finishes off one, Sumail gets the other. CDEC dropped the gyrocopter with no buyback. Dragonite forced into his buyback, and Sumail and the rest of EG are still looking healthy enough that they can easily win this last fight. Shiki comes forward, desperate to be able to win a fight without Elder Dragon form, stuns up Sumail, but just doesn't do the damage. Now slowed down, Universe looking for that next Bro Strike, won't be able to get it, but Q dies, and now it's just the Dragonite left against the world. But it's a top laner Rax, and soon to be mid that's also gonna fall. CDEC are just banking on the Dragonite and the supporting cast of Tusk and Undying that are coming up in 20 seconds.
What's going on in these fights right now is that CDEC's supports are so underfarmed that they just die in the beginning of the fight, and then their cores are getting kited like crazy. Like, the gyrocopter was doing a lot of damage, so was the Dragonite, but once the BKB timers were up, EG just consistently kited them. They had so many disables to sort of just cycle through non-stop. The hexes, the stuns, and the Yule Scepters, and the Graves just allowed this fight to go for so long.
It's the last 3. It's the trio. They have to win this one. EG, it's 5-manning though. They've already been winning so many fights. There goes the ultimate, blowing up Gardner. They also get XC towards the tail end, and GG. Shiki survives through it all, but it's still lost for CDEC. Evil Geniuses take the series 2-0.
AUI in that entire fight just threw down stasis traps left and right. You just throw remote mine, remote mine, remote mine.
Yep.
Beyond godlike for him, as he only dies as once independent of a kill, almost always suicides, and the net worth advantage that their supports had were what really made the difference in this last fight.
Bloodseeker, what advantages do you really see?
And
hold up. Top lane aggressive, he's going to be dove down. The suicide is there, plus the mine, and AUI will be able to pick up the kill in the gyrocopter. It's got a lot of mines around the map, by the way.
Yeah, he does, and the Bloodseeker does opt to go for the Handamitis, and I don't know how many mines that is. Is there a way to check?
Well, Techies, you can click on him, and he's going to get him!
He's under attack.
Picks up one. Shiki, that's a big kill. Bloodseeker goes down. Fear starts leading things off. Shiki throws out the Blood Right just to get some vision inside the pit. Fear daring CDEC essentially to jump in and try and stop him because he does have that BKB ready to go, and if they don't,
the weave is on all 5 of them.
Here comes CDEC, they're going to move forward, 2-man Echo Slam, they manage to control some of these heroes, but Sumail with the self-Yule Scepter will be able to blink away. Nice move, but still aggressive is right on top of Universe, and will be able to finish up Sumail as well. Sumail, yeah, he goes down before he can get off anything more. Fear now turns to fight up against Aggressive. He's got that Aegis, but his BKB is going to be running out, so he just tries to get away from this team fight. Nice familiar drops there from Q to kind of cover his retreat. Got initiated on by the Yule Scepter play. But one of those familiars still going to go down. Jesus, Sumail's just so fast and has such a long range, he still catches one.
Tower is under attack.
Oh, they're
Jump in, XZ, he tried that one. Snowball is going to be pursued all the way into the tier 3 tower. Universe immediately pops the BKB with Fear on the side. Well, he almost finished off XZ. Finally, Dragon Slave does get him in the end as he was locked in with the Ice Shard. Sumail blinks forward uphill. Doesn't actually do anything with that one. Fear is going to just wait out the Rupture. And they still, gyrocopter down for 11 seconds. They're actually going to find more here with Q dropping the gems on the ground, and they still need another 5 seconds for the gyrocopter, and they do not want to buy back on him, obviously. So CDEC still need another fight, but Sumail, he find maybe a potential another pickoff. XZ blinking in, immediately torn apart with Yule Scepter Laguna Blade. CDEC still looking for an opening here, but not able to really fight Fear at all. Look at the damage on Shiki by itself. There goes the gyrocopter, the combination out from Universe and Sumail. Echo Slam gets laid out, but the damage dealers are already gone. Gardner, he can't do anything by himself and will eventually be run down. He's just buying his team seconds at best. That's got to be a lane of Rax, probably a second lane of Rax. GG.
Yeah, they're just going to call it there. They realize that there's no such thing as an ideal fight for them anymore. Right. The Earthshaker actually had a really good Echo Slam, but there's just no damage on the side of CDEC anymore. And I mean, this game, you could kind of see the direction it was going on early game because of the early death by Shiki mid, and this tough start that he had. When Sumail had his Yule Scepter, he was still struggling to get his treads. That's not really a recoverable position, because then it forced CDEC to abandon their aggressive tri-lane. Like, that was actually going to do a really good job, because the Darkseer can beat the Tusk 1v1, they could put a lot of pressure on Fear,